Ooh, spiritual kung fu. 888 Lionsgate. 888 Lionsgate and six spiritual things you can do right now, family. Right now, what you can do to turn up and turn out on your journey. You start loving on yourself, believing in yourself, being more confident about yourself, and assured in yourself, sacral chakra, you'll move into that heart chakra frequency. You forgive yourself for the past, whether it was something that happened to you by accident or you made a conscious decision, you will forgive yourself for your past progression. Our past doesn't dictate us, our vision does. What's up, family? What's the deal? Yes, sir. I'm excited about this Lionsgate energy, boy. Hey, ego down, dream wise is here. It goes down. So, this is a powerful time, especially in this specific year, which is an 8 year, which is the year of the dragon. And this year of the dragon just symbolizes growth, expansion, renewal, rebirth, prosperity, luxury, abundance, right? And the more you just tap into the energy and just understand that these numbers are symbols or codes for you to tap into specific energies inside of you, inside of you, inside of you, the more your world will change, your energy will change inside of you. And more importantly, you'll seek out the transformation and the consciousness, the enlightenment that you are longing for. So remember, what I do is I speak to spiritual workers only, spiritual workers only. This ain't a channel about the gossip or the drama or anything that's, mundane. This is about getting into that transformation stage. This is about doing the work and actually getting into your ritualistic bag. So I want to jump right into it and get down with the get down. What's up, y'all? What's the deal, family? People on Instagram and on YouTube. Tap in with the guide. Y'all know how I get out. All right, so let me go through the Lionsgate real quick because we got to have an understanding before we get to the work. It says the Lionsgate is an annual cosmic event that occurs when the sun is in the astrological sign of Leo and aligns with the star Sirius, creating a powerful energetic portal. This alignment peaking on August 8th, 888, enhancing spiritual growth, awakening, and manifestation due to the influx of high frequency energies. Look, I can't make it up. You are in an energetic shift when stuff turns on inside of you. So the way you maneuver during this energetic shift that's turning on inside of you from the star Sirius, right, which is where your real home is at, then essentially what happens is you will maneuver or manipulate your world based off of you being tapped into your thoughts, your thoughts, your thoughts. And rituals are just simply you putting yourself in alignment with a higher thought, a higher way of thinking, a, a greater way of thinking, instead of just being in the world and letting people program you or tell you how to think. You tell yourself how to think and you maneuver your world in the space that you want to see come forth. So a lot of times what's happening is we're just getting manipulated by the outside influences and we think that's the real game, but the real game is to manipulate yourself. Manipulate yourself. These people don't have no more power than you, and we're all in the same boat. So just understanding that to the core, that you're a god, you're a goddess, means you have the right, the sovereign right to turn up in this bitch. So it's up to you, family. It's up to you. It is up to you to put in the work. And that's what this is about. It says this alignment peaking on August 8th, 8-8, enhances spiritual growth, awakening, and manifestation due to the influx of high frequency energies. We use this time to set intentions, meditate, and engage in rituals to harness the transformative energy of the portal. of the portal of the portal of the portal. So I've been on YouTube now for 6 years, maybe 6 years teaching. What year are we in? 2024. Damn. Yeah, about 6 years. Yep. Because I started teaching around 2018, or just getting on YouTube around 2018. My first YouTube video was 10/10/2017, because it was 10/10/10. And I was just creating that gateway or that portal with that 10/10 energy and them zeros and ones. So I put out a first Bobby Hemmett video on my YouTube page. And then from there, I've been moving ever since. And essentially, since then, I've been tapping into this 8/8 energy, or this Lionsgate energy, because, I did and I'm going to do a decode on it next Tuesday when it's closer to that 8/8, August 6th. I'm going to do the Back to the Future decode on it, so we can really get deeper into the fold of why this particular day is taking you outside of the circles of time in this specific time we're in, from July 26th to whatever, July or August 12th. You feel me? Your energy is turned up and turned on. So there's certain things you want to do right now, which I'm about to give you right now, so you can manipulate your world and keep on moving into particular space of your genius. Genie. All right. So one thing you want to do is draw in an infinite sign, an infinity sign. Remember, this is the 8-year. So this infinity sign, and seeing your vision desired in the vortex, in the gateway. So when you're drawing it, you're essentially just making a vortex. And this vortex is putting you in a hallucinogenic state, right? Just like you're getting hypnotized. You feel me? So as you just keep on spiraling, it don't got to be perfect. Just keep on spiraling with a pencil. Then you're taking yourself into this trance-like state, from this beta mind to this alpha state, damn near to the theta state, as you're doing it, seeing your particular vision desire. Now, this is a powerful one, family, because essentially what happens is you lose all sense of time and recognition, or the struggles of the day. So now, whatever you're pushing into your mind during that specific time, you're literally opening up a gateway in your mind that's taking you into this trance-like state. So then, if we know that this is a powerful time to enter into the gateway, especially with this year being the year of the dragon, 8/8/8 year. Well, let's see what this year of the dragon is. Again, dragon year 2024. Then you want to really tap into this specific energy, because essentially you'll be in alignment with the particular frequency. So let's go back. Dragon year. The year of the wood dragon began on February 10th, when Lunar New Year, also known as the Chinese New Year or the spiritual festival, The year is said to combine the dragon's mystical strength with the wood element grounding influences. Okay, prosperity, luck, good fortune. Prosperity, luck, good fortune. That's what all you have to understand about this year. Authority, representing authority, right? Abundance. You feel me? So when we line up because remember, numbers are just symbols. So if you understand that to the core, that numbers are symbols, then you can actually use the symbol, which is your native language, to turn something on inside of you, to invoke a certain spirit inside of you that will move you into different realities. A lot of times what's happening is we're trying to, we're trying to physically do things that's reverse of our natural spirit, right? We move how the wind blows. So certain alignments and certain ideas or symbols or pictures will come to us based off of us understanding that this is a flow state, not no force state. You feel me? So I was telling the Patreon family yesterday in my 7 God build that I had a random dream of this nigga. I guess his name was Him 500, and I've seen probably one of his videos, right? In whatever years, I just seen one video ever, right? And that was it. And essentially, he came to me in a dream, or he didn't come to me in a dream. We were both in the classroom side by side, and we had 48 hours to pull off some kind of assignment that was just made out of thin air. There wasn't even a teacher in the classroom. We were just trying to pull off an assignment. So then I woke up. I said, "Okay, Him 500. Why the fuck?" I'm like, "All right, bet." So I went to his videos and started binging them yesterday. And I was like, "Oh, okay, I see what's going on." And I got my spiritual code from that specific dream, or from the video I seen yesterday, based off of me having that dream. So now, instead of me forcing the situation, right, my spirit gave me the play by showing me this Him 500 dude who I never watched videos of ever. And, essentially, I went to his videos, checked them out, and then boom, in one of them videos, boom, message. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about being in alignment with our spirit, in alignment with the invisible, rather than these two eyes guiding us and us being stimulated by this false reality. We let our first eye guide us. First eye meditation. Shout out to my bro God Will. And we move with spirit first. You feel me? Because essentially what happens is a lot of times we're just getting tricked into believing that we got to be physical in nature, or we got to do stuff to get things done. That's not necessarily the case. I'm showing y'all spiritual practices you can do right now that will signal to you the new motion you got to take. Look, I'm just teaching spiritual kung fu, family. I can't make it up. This spiritual kung fu sauce that you're about to receive is going to shift your world and reality if you just do the work. It's as simple as that. Ask the Patreon family. That's all we do is spiritual work. Because when you're manipulating the fabrics of your universe, then essentially you can manipulate your physical third dimensional world, which is just an illusion. So again, you want to do this particular ritual that I'm showing you right here. Look, take a piece of paper, pencil, just draw the infinite 8 symbol over and over and over again. Yes, your hand is going to hurt, but that's the sacrifice you got to make to tap into a deeper level of inputting, right? Boom, you see yourself as some kind of vision desire that you want to see for your life and reality. You feel me? Maybe you're walking on the beach as a king. Maybe you're traveling, you're in the airports and you're doing your thing. Maybe you're at a restaurant, a fly restaurant with a bad chick. You feel me? Maybe you're in a nice luxury car, whatever it might be, right? You just got to see it in your mind's eye. Don't worry about how you're going to get there. Just see it in your mind's eye and keep that vision open as you're doing the infinite 8 spiral, right? So you can keep your eyes open and look at it as you're doing it, but this is going to literally put you in that trance-like state and put you in that state of alpha, theta, which is the subconscious mind realm, which is the spirit realm. Boom. You want to get you a lion, baby. I'm talking about Lion King in this bitch. You want to get you a lion, and you want to get you a lion because you want to tap into your lion energy, to your courage energy, to your strength energy. You feel me? So you want to make sure you get you a lion and put that up right now in this specific time. Hug on this lion. You feel me? Get into your zone and put it on your couch. Keep it everywhere in your home. Look, I'm talking about the invisible. So when you put this symbol of a lion in your home, Lion King, King Mufasa, King Simba, that's you. You put it on your couch. You put it somewhere where you can frequent it. You keep it. You carry it on you. You sleep with your lion. Hell, some of y'all niggas are sleeping alone. You might as well sleep with a lion. Shit. Get your get your courage up in this bitch so you can shoot your shot at the chick. You feel me? Get you a lion. Print out a lion picture. Watch the movie The Lion King. This is all right now, family. All of this work, all of these practices right now. Talk to your lion. You feel me? Get into that zone of genius of understanding that this lion is essentially your solar plexus chakra. And the sun, SONSUN. And this sun inside of you is turned on by you understanding that the invisible comes first. The invisible comes first. I remember the first time I seen the Lion King movie. I must have been in first grade or second grade or some shit like that. And you know how the teacher rolls in that big ass TV with the VCR. Oh, happy day. So we knew we was just going to watch movies that day. And yes, sir, she popped in the Lion King. And oh boy, that was the first time I seen it too. It was just weird. First grade or something like that in school. And we watched the whole thing, and nigga, I started crying at the end of that bitch. I was crying hard than a hoe in that class, boy, first grade. And the reason why I was crying was because my dad, I didn't have a dad at that time, but I didn't really realize how important a dad was in life, because it was just me, my mom, and my brother. So now I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even know how powerful a dad is, especially at the end when Mufasa came from the sky. I was like, God damn, what? I don't have it. I went home and told my mama, I said, Mama, what happened to my daddy? She, oh, I don't worry about that nigga. Okay. And then you start getting back in, okay, well, I guess so. You feel me? Oh, he died, son. Okay, well, shit. How can I get in contact with this nigga? He's gone. And then look, everybody in the hood, it's not, in the hood, nobody, there was one person, my nigga, my nigga Lil Man. He had his dad, but it was only him and his dad. No, not my nigga Lil Man. My nigga, damn, what's his nigga name? I forgot. In the hood. My nigga, one of my nigga partners though. He had his dad. And he was a metro driver, so he was the only nigga in the hood, and he probably was knocking down every mama in the hood. You feel me? Now I'm thinking about it. That nigga came to my house a few times. I ought to get on that boy ass, boy. Next time I see him, hell nah. He was the only dad in the hood, and he was strong too, and he was a metro driver. And one day we went on the metro with him. It was like a work day in the hood and shit. Father's work or parent work day or whatever. So a few of us rode the metro with his ass. He was like our dad in the hood and shit. Absolutely crazy, dog. So that dad thing is a big thing. As a child, like you don't really even realize, like, damn, man. When I watched that Lion King movie, it put me into a whole nother perspective of like, I said, okay, that's when you start thinking of, oh, okay, I guess I need some kind of male figure in my life. You feel me? And, as a kid, you don't think about it because it's just always been your mama and your siblings. Nigga, everybody in the hood, nobody with a dad. I said, well, God, you think it's normal. You feel me? Hey, That shit is crazy, boy. So hey, I shout out to all the fathers, shout out to all the dads. You feel me? Let's make these plays and let's keep on doing our thing for the young guys. Watch Lion King. Print out a picture of a lion. Put it somewhere where you'll see it frequently during this specific time. Watch all of these shows because essentially that's going to stimulate your subconscious mind, your spirit, and activate your courage, your Heru, your strength, your power inside of you. You feel me? This is something else you can do. You want to get you a citrine crystal. Citrine crystal, family. You want to get this heavy. Telling you right now, this is going to help shift your world. This citrine crystal. You feel me? Get you a citrine crystal in these specific times. This is the solar plexus. This is the sun. This is your sun. The sun inside. The sun inside of you, right? So essentially, when you get this citrine crystal, you want to work with it. You want to rub it, right? You want to hold it. You want to carry it on your persons in your pocket, right? Whatever you have to do to be in touch with it at all times during this time. Now, obviously, you can do it forever and ever in the day, but I'm just saying during this specific gateway, you want to have your citrine crystal with you at all times or near you, at least somewhere near you. Put it by you, whatever, right? And this says a manifestation crystal that can motivate you to take action, It brings optimism and carefulness and cheerfulness. Citrine is a good, strong stone for aligning all the chakras, energy centers. It focuses on balancing the solar plexus chakra, which in turn integrates the lower and higher chakras. So your solar plexus is basically just a gateway. And I did a 7 God lecture on the Patreon that's coming out at 11:30 on the Patreon. So y'all be on the lookout for that. I did it yesterday. And essentially what I was saying was your solar plexus chakra is this gateway, but all your chakras, to be the 7 God, you have to have confidence, assurance, believe in yourself. You have to be in touch with your solar plexus chakra, right? Because essentially what happens is people don't have confidence or believe in themselves enough. You feel me? Their self-esteem is low. So now because your self-esteem is low, you can't rise to the heart chakra, right? Which is you forgiving yourself of your past inclinations. Maybe you feel like you was a fuck up in the past, or something you did in the past that was maybe low vibrational. You feel me? You can't forgive yourself for them particular things in the past that you've done, based off of you don't have the courage to face it. So now, because your courage is shot, solar plexus chakra, right? Now, essentially, you don't realize that past doesn't dictate you. That past doesn't make you. I don't give a fuck what you've done in your past. It doesn't make you. Your vision does. See, the people with the 2 eyes is gonna make their past dictate them and say, "Oh shit." They're gonna keep on thinking, "Yeah, that was me back then, so now this is me now." So essentially, you're bringing your past to the future. So instead of you going back to the future and forgiving yourself or punching the bully in the face, essentially you're just like, nigga, I did that mistake back then and now that's me forever. It doesn't matter. You got locked up back then. What does that even mean? Okay. Forgive yourself for that past mistake or whatever you feel that happened to you, right? Okay, you probably did some low vibrational stuff. Let's say you shot somebody. You feel me? You gonna let that dictate your whole existence because you made a past situation? You made some kind of, move in that past situation where your brain, your frontal lobe wasn't even developed yet. So now you letting that whole past dictate who you are. No, you forgive yourself for it, right? By having the confidence and assurance to go back and see it. And then that's when you make maneuvers in the heart where you are, in the kingdom of heaven, which is your heart chakra. So now you're open and more love to yourself. You feel me? So for instance, like with me, I had to forgive myself for getting raped by my big cousin. One, it didn't have nothing to do with me. And two, I can't shit on myself for feeling awkward or feeling like my body has been uh manipulated based off of somebody else's inaggressions and shit. I have to go back, go see that past event, make peace with it, let it go, surrender to it, let it go, and understand that it's just a human experience that doesn't have anything to do with me. So I, even in the aspect of me doing certain things when I was on them drugs and shit, I can't not take that shit back, right? So the only thing I can do is forgive myself, right? Die to that specific idea of me, kill that specific idea of me off, die to that, and be reborn or rebirthed into a new, which is my vision desired, or the vision I see of myself. So you don't want to live in the past, family. You want to live in the future. And living in the future is essentially just living in the now, because you are your future self right now. So get you a citrine crystal, family. Get you a citrine crystal. This is going to help push that energy into you. It says it focuses on balancing the solar plexus chakra, which in turn integrates the lower and higher chakras. It can relieve depression, self-doubt, anger, and irrational mood swings. And being this is the Leo season, the lion season, it's also part of the zodiac sign. Air, you already know what we talk about with the air, right? The breath, deep breathing, and stuff of that nature. But understanding that the air is the air up there, right? Up here, where your mind is literally transforming and changing. Uh, um, birthstone November, sacral, solar, and crown chakra. Citrine energies level of life. It cleanses the chakras and opens the intuition. Citrine attracts wealth, prosperity, and success. It imparts joy, wonders, delights, and enthusiasm. Raises self-esteem and self-confidence. Citrine promotes motivation, activates creativity, and encourages self-expression. When I had a job, whatever, 6 years ago, whatever time that was, I used to talk to my crystals all day. And this is how you build a bond with your crystal, because just like you building a relationship with people, it's the same thing. You're building a relationship with your crystal. So you have to be able to tap in and talk to your crystal. So in the Patreon, we're going to do a lot of spiritual work that's going to be out of this world. And I'm about to give y'all a spiritual technique. This last technique I'm about to give y'all gonna blow y'all away. So y'all gonna want to stay tuned for this last one, because this is the strange. This is the invisible. This is what we're talking about right here. We're talking about manipulating your energy, doing things that are not normal, if you will. You feel me? And really tapping into a specific genius inside of you that turns on and activates a specific God inside of you. You feel me? But essentially, right, I used to be at my job. I used to be telling my crystals about, man, but, talking about, hey, how the fuck we gonna get up out of this bitch? And he'll talk back too. If you listen clearly, he'll talk back. And then speaking gratitude to your crystal, right? Yeah, I'm grateful for this. And talking shit to your crystal, really just building a real genuine relationship with your crystal, rubbing on your crystal, whatever crystal it might be. You feel me? So get you a citrine crystal, get you different crystals, and manipulate that energy by building a relationship with it. because essentially what happens is you start to uh, uh, you start to resonate with that particular frequency of that energy or the energy signatures inside of it, right? So you want to do that. And I remember when Panic said that in class, I was like, damn, that is genius. Fuck it. I'm going all the way through with that shit. And I was in one of Panic's first classes. It's like, yeah, that makes a lot of fucking sense, because then me just holding this damn crystal ain't doing a motherfucking thing. You feel me? I need to build, I need to be able to resonate or put it in uh uh in my sphere of consciousness where I can build some kind of real genuine relationship with it. And I think I remember, I get it. At first, you're gonna feel all funny and shit, like what the fuck, I'm talking to a crystal or I'm talking to a tree. But essentially what happens is you just remove yourself from the world based off of you doing your chakra work and based off of you knowing that this is an illusion. So now what happens is you don't give a fuck about any of that shit. You just give a fuck about transmuting energy and turning on your energy inside of you. You feel me? Because that's important. Yeah, appreciate that. Rising Vibes. What's up? What y'all talking about, man? What are y'all talking about? The internet, sweet dreams, you on alignment. Yes, Ashe. Also, you want to get you a citrine crystal and turn up for your abundance and creativity. All right, family. Commercial break. Lionsgate Pineal Activation Workshop. This is happening for the Patreon family. 888. We're going deep into the fold on 8/8/2024. 8, right? And we're going to tap in at 7 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. Central time, right? And I'm going to walk y'all through a full guided meditation and visualization and some rituals on 888. So you do not want to miss this, family. This is a deep portal gateway. And y'all know how Dream get in these workshops. We're about to go Super Saiyan, spiritual Kung Fu with this work. So y'all want to tap in 888 Lionsgate Portal, because this is where the work is at. This is how we change our reality and change the energies inside of us. Get it in. All right, so here go another one. We got 3 more left. 3 more rituals and works you can do that's left. Chanting Om in your meditations will help you enter into the portal. I can't make it up. And if y'all know about that Om symbol. I taught it in my sex magic class. That's also on Patreon in the community tab or in the collections tab or in one of them tabs. Patreon be having so many different things or whatever. But I got all the classes up there for the people that's in the $15 tier for the love. You feel me? So y'all need to get that in. When you're chanting Om, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Om, with your tongue to the roof of your palate, right? Essentially, you're vibrating your pineal gland, and you're stimulating your pineal gland to wake up. Now, remember, your pineal gland is a picture-making machine. So essentially, what's happening is you're stimulating it to give you pictures. Now, these pictures can come in your mind's eye, or they can come in the form of your waking life, because your 2 eyes is still connected to your pineal gland. So then you'll be in alignment or drawn to a specific picture, whether it be a license plate that shows your birthday, right? Which is saying rebirth station or whatever, which it could be a receipt, right? That says a spiritual number on it, that you'd be like, oh, wow, I was just thinking about this, and this number is speaking life to me, whatever it might be. You feel me? It could be something on Olympics. It could be a celebrity you see, right? It could be whatever, a billboard, some random person come by that look like your cousin, like, damn, my cousin. And then you start putting 2 and 2 together with your cousin being a real estate agent or something, whatever it might be, right? Spirit is communicating to you in pictures, in symbols. And you have to understand that the language that is speaking to you is 1,000 words. So essentially, when they show you these pictures, when they show you these symbols, when they show you these numbers, they're just trying to, your higher self or even your ancestors is trying to communicate to you from the inside with outside images. So now what tends to happen is people will shit on oh no, that's not true or whatever, right? And they're out of whack and out of alignment based off of them not understanding that an electron is invisible light, right? That electron inside of you spiraling around that atom and that nucleus is just light, which is information. So it's an invisible energy. Like scientists can't, they like, damn, I don't know what this is. You feel me? They know something's there, but it doesn't have no mass or nothing. So it's a particle and a wave, which is what you are. So at the smallest reality in your existence, in your being, is absolutely nothing, which is something as well. So it's like the 0 point. They know is nothing, but there's something there. So it's like a whole nother so you in a whole nother conundrum with that thing. You feel me? So understand, right, that this or this is activating your pineal gland, which is going to open you up into this gateway. And this is all of this work is done right now. So you can do it right now because the Lion's Gate is open and the Sirius sun is aligning with just the earth as well. You feel me? So that means you want to do this now. You feel me? I remember when I was first doing my chakra work heavy back in the day, like nigga, I was having so many breakthroughs and literally my pineal gland was shaking like a motherfucker, right? And I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is that? I could feel it in my head. I'm like, damn. Oh, okay, I see. There's something happening, so I'm gonna just keep on letting this thing happen. You feel me? So yes, I was taking my Harataki and doing all kind of stuff because I was in my pineal gland work heavy. But essentially, once I felt that shaking in my head and I knew it wasn't just me shaking my head, right? Like me physically shaking my head was just literally shaking. My pineal gland, I could feel it inside my head shaking. Then I knew I was on to something with this meditation. So, if I ain't said it enough, meditation is the key, is the gateway, is the way you're going to enter into these different portals and dimensions. So we don't want to shit on our meditation. We want to embrace it and really get into the space of knowing that that's where the power lies. So you want to do that saying om out loud with your throat chakra, with your voice out loud. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Om. And feeling that rattle in your pineal gland. And some of this work we're going to do in the Patreon as well. So stay tuned. Outside, you got to get outside, family. There's no way around it. You must get outside. And being outside is going to put you into a trance-like state during this specific time. I cannot make it up. If you're not outside right now, then you need to figure out ways to get outside heavy. Grounding, sun gazing, just putting your physical body outside. Yesterday, I was outside with my shirt off and some short-ass shorts on. Pause. And essentially, I was mowing my lawn, but I was basking in all that sun. You feel me? I was gaining all that sun and energy, right? And just putting my body in this specific alignment with the Lionsgate energy. So just as simple as going outside is going to put you into a specific zone of genius. And now what we're going to do in the Patreon is we're going to take it to another level. So, that list that I'm about to give y'all, Patreon family, just be on the lookout and get prepared to get some of them items so we can actually manipulate our world with the items and being outside. You feel me? So you want to get outside, and y'all know the benefits of outside. I don't have to explain it. Spend time in nature, sit under the sun, walk barefoot on the earth, or simply breathe in fresh air. This helps to ground your energy and connect with the earth's natural rhythm. And remember, the earth is just your heart. It says improves dream recall. This is sun gazing, boosts energy, increases melatonin and serotonin. That's the sleepy and feeling good power. Fights fatigue, increases pineal size. Improves quality of sleep, helps seasonal. It helps SADS, which is seasonal affective disorder, and improves their endocrine health. So I was sun gazing this rising, right? And just sun gazing alone puts you in a better feeling good response. Like, we don't even realize how detrimental some of this not practicing stuff is, right? And yesterday, in the 7 God lecture, I was telling the family, I was like, 7 just means sacrifice, right? So the 7 chakras are still tied to this earth realm. So essentially, you got to sacrifice something to gain something new. So a lot of times the sacrifice can be small things, right? It can be like you watching, uh, you watching or studying something instead of you watching, Love and Hip Hop, right? So you might have, some goal. Let's say it's a real estate agent or whatever, right? And you got to take a test or whatever, right? Instead of you watching Love and Hip Hop, right? You sacrifice that entertainment for that moment to study for your real estate exam or whatever it is. You feel me? That's important, family. These little sacrifices is the key gateway to you balancing out your chakras and ridding yourself of your human emotions. See, when you rid yourself of your human emotions, you become Mr. Nobody. And Mr. Nobody is essentially no physical body, and you don't see yourself as nobody. So now you don't have no ego or no fight in this thing to try things and to not give a fuck about the opinions and judgments of others or judgment of yourself, because you are Mr. Nobody, and Mr. Nobody knows in 200 years, none of this shit gonna matter. Fuck 200 years. In 50 years, niggas ain't gonna remember that you didn't shoot your shot at that girl, boy. So you sitting here thinking, shit, niggas don't even remember what happened last year. I don't even remember who won the championship this year, nigga. Who won the NFL championship this year? Niggas don't even remember that shit. Why? Because we are nobodies. You feel me? So you got to get off of your high horse. And what I see a lot of times, especially in these YouTube streets, is a lot of people are believing that they're occultists or metaphysicians because they're not doing anything, because they know this is an illusion. But they don't understand that you came down here to live life. That's why it's called life. It's an adventure. You came down here to play this video game. If you're not playing the game and you're sitting in your 4 walls, then essentially you're not serving your purpose down here. You got to be in motion with this bitch. You feel me? That's what the flow state is putting you in a particular flow and rhythm, which moves you in this particular video game. So now y'all are confusing what Panic and Bobby taught with not moving based off of you not understanding that them motherfuckers moved all the time. So you're going to sit here and tell me Bobby did 8-hour lectures because he just wanted to do it? Nigga, that's called motion. That's called being in spirit. You can't stand for 8 hours if you're not in spirit, boy. No way you standing for 8 hours if you're not in spirit. So that means he's putting out. He used to say to, "Is the camera on? Is the camera on? All right, bet. Now I'm going." Boom. That's him in spirit. That's him taking motion, putting in plays. Same thing with Panic. 8 hours on YouTube, sitting there 8 hours, 10 hours. I like, God, you know niggas in spirit in that shit. What? 8 hours, nigga? What? Nigga, you sit there and make music all day. Nah, I don't want y'all niggas to hear this shit, but shit, I got it. And put it at the beginning of his intro. Nigga, hey, rising the power to the God. That's, hey. And Panic funny, dog. When he transitioned the last time I talked to him, that shit was funny as hell. And he told me about, whatever. But that niggas is putting in motion. Niggas is in motion and in action. You feel me? This ain't no goddamn. You think he going to them B.O.B. videos is him not being in motion, nigga? You can see past all of that shit. You gotta live down here, baby. This is about life. This is about you moving. So don't confuse what you're supposed to do down here based off of you trying to be in your ego and shit and think that you're somebody because you're not doing nothing. That shit is trash. You might as well kill yourself off now, because at the end of the day, what? Okay, you gone. Yay. Guess what, niggas? Niggas is not gonna bat a motherfucking eye. Think niggas, oh shit, damn. Then carry on with their life. All right. So now, if you're not putting in no motion down here, then you literally dead already. Because you keep on waking up in this bitch is the point. You gotta get some work in. You gotta put some motion in, which is energy and motion, which is you moving. So get to moving. It says earthing, the process of absorbing Earth's free-flowing electrons from its surface through the soles of one's feet. So you want to ground, family. You want to ground like a motherfucker during this specific time and really get it in. Look, I used to live in a 1-bedroom apartment, and just before I had this house in my big ass backyard and shit like that, right? So when I was in this 1-bedroom apartment, I didn't have no grass downstairs, so I would have to literally go to the park. I would go to the park 7 o'clock, right? 6:50, right? 6:50 a.m. Sun gaze, because that was the clearest where I could see the sun, and ground at the park. Drive, get in my car, drive, go to the park, sun gaze, ground for 10 minutes, then take my ass to work. So, people be having excuses and shit. Hey, I've done it. You feel me? And I done it to that level too, where nigga, 1-bedroom apartment, nothing going on, da da da. Saying affirmations and pushing myself into another zone of genius in that particular time. So there is no excuse where you can't put your feet in the grass, right? You gotta just make the play happen for you. That's what the sacrifice is. It's sacrificing your sleep or whatever, your coffee in the morning or whatever you're trying to do to put yourself in position to win. So it's the same thing with the sacrifice energy. That 7 God energy is essentially sacrifice, right? And even like when you feel these emotions come up inside of you, right? Let's go with because all the fellas have a problem with the sex thing. You feel me? When you feel that urge come on because the Instagram models is flying by your past, and all you seen is twerking and ass, and now you stimulating your loins and shit, right? You have to make the sacrifice to change your algorithm and remove that from your rhythm, because that's all it is. It's a rhythm that's putting you in an animalistic state of the root chakra and sacral chakra over and over again. So now you keep on watching porn and jacking off just based off of you being in another rhythm. that's not serving you, because you need your sexual seed, your sexual energy to enliven your spirit. So that's a sacrifice that you're making in order to make plays in this particular world, which is going to make you move more confidently, assured of yourself, and make you move or flow with spirit. So even with the sex transmutation, the Montauk Chia books and stuff like that, that's a sacrifice. You making love to your female, you making love to your wife, you making love to your spouse, right? And you have to pull back. All right, baby. You like, oh, I was trying to get it. You like, that's a sacrifice. You damn near start panicking. You like, damn, how the fuck did I pull this off? You feel me? That's a sacrifice. You got to pull yourself, you got to get your mind right and sacrifice you ejaculating, fellas, to transmute that energy upward so you can actually make better plays and more plays for your spouse that's going to keep y'all in a different rhythm. Chaos in the blood, baby. Hey, y'all know I ain't lying. I'm just telling y'all what it is. So that's a sacrifice you got to make, and you got to understand that to the core, that that's part of the game. All right, here goes the last one. Boom. Hey, I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up. Picture of Kobe, watching Kobe highlights, interviews, whatever you have to do, put you in this Mamba mentality frequency. Mamba mentality frequency. Remember, the aerobis is essentially the infinite potential inside of you. So this is this snake, or this Mamba snake, right, is just essentially death, rebirth, and renewal, or birth, death, and renewal. So you're just recreating yourself over and over and over again. You feel me? The person you was last year shouldn't be the same person you are this year. So 8 plus 8, which is the 8/8 date, August 8th, plus the 8 year that we're in, which is the year of the dragon, right, is equals 24. I cannot make it up, family. What you want me to say? This is the Kobe year. This is the Kobe time right now. You want to tap into this Mamba mentality. So you want to watch Kobe videos. Trust me. You want to do, you know what I used to do? I used to do that what's that shit called? The thing with the basketball, you going around your legs, the infinite 8 around your legs and stuff like that. Y'all remember I showed y'all that a few years ago, and probably even last year. You want to do that, right? Just putting yourself in the rhythm. You want to play basketball, tap into your Kobe energy. And when you're playing, say, Kobe. Chaos in the blood, baby. Look, you want, get you a jersey, get you a Kobe jersey, Kobe picture, put Kobe somewhere in your vicinity. This is important, family. I can't make it up. This nigga is going to come online. I got Kobe basketball cards and stuff like that. Kobe pictures. You want to put Kobe up somewhere right now in this specific time. This is important. Even go even further. Get you a candle. Light a candle. You can do black or white, because the white still symbolizes pure energy, and then the darkness just symbolizes you going into the underworld, which is your subconscious mind, your attic, your dark caves, and all of that. You can light a candle, invoke Kobe based off of you putting his picture up and tapping into his particular energy. Don't worry, Patreon family. We're going to do all of this work. We're going to get into this work heavy in the Patreon, and we're going to go heavy to manipulate our energy during this specific time. But you want to get you, print out, find you a Kobe picture and put it up and keep it in your vicinity, because that Mamba mentality, which I don't have to really explain with Kobe, is in full effect right now. This nigga was the number 8 and the 24. We're in the 24 year, and 8 plus 8 plus 8 equals 24. So now all of a sudden this 888 date that we're about to enter into that day should be lined up with this Mamba mentality. Remember, this is an illusion. So don't take it personal about these people, celebrities that you're dealing with. Even though Kobe has my birthday, that doesn't mean nothing. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm telling you what the energy is speaking to us all right now. Kobe is a star, and a star is just somebody that you're uh, uh, ushering in particular energies, right? So understand to the core that that Kobe energy during that day, 888, is going to be in alignment heavy. And for me with his birthday, nigga, my shit gonna be all the way turned up that day. What? Nigga, I might be getting up at 4 in the morning running and shit on my Kobe shit. Nigga might be doing all kind of shit that day. My energy might be jacked the fuck up. Oh God, that mama mentality. That nigga used to wake up, practice 4 in the morning, go home, eat, come back, practice 7 in the morning. I said, damn, this nigga is a different kind of animal. You feel me? That's some different shit right there. You yeah, I gotta practice 2-3 times before everybody else, because if I get those in, then I'll be that much better than them. And by 5 years from now, I'll be that much stronger. I used to be like, damn, well, god damn. You hear that nigga interviews, you be like, oh, whatever this nigga got, I need some of that. You feel me? And I got some of it just based off of me having the same birthday. But you definitely want to tap into this Kobe energy, because this is what we're talking about: the rebirth, the renewal, and taking yourself into another level of genius that's going to turn on that Mamba mentality. Give me some questions, family. Give me some questions. And again, Patreon family, the Lionsgate is happening. The Lionsgate is happening. And shout out to y'all on Instagram as well. I see y'all on Instagram. If y'all want to, come to the YouTube on Patreon, on YouTube. Let me share my link real quick so y'all can get down with the Patreon family and get into the spiritual kung fu during these times with the family. There go the link. Let me know if y'all got any questions, and let's build real quick with the gods. Build with the gods. I remember this from last year. Yeah, that's good, because shit. Hey, that's what time it is. And I got that. You know what? I'm glad you said that. Black Paralee. I got the last year's build, which I'm gonna post on Patreon sometime this week, or maybe even tonight, which was a fire meditation build that we did last year. Because every year I'm doing something on the 888 year, just based off of the symbology and the mythological understanding of it. And let me read this to y'all while y'all gather y'all questions. Symbolic and mythological animals. J.C. Cooper. J.C. Cooper. Symbolic and mythological animals. And let's look for the lion, shall we? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Elohim. Right, hold on. Lion. Lion. Although the lion is obviously solar, being the sun sign, the power of the sun, the fiery principle, strength, might, and the king of beasts, the lioness can be lunar. Oh, okay, that's good. Associated with the great mother goddess, and drawing their chariots, and representative of the nocturnal instinct of the earth. These goddesses are widespread, appearing in Crete, Messina, Phrygia, Thrace, Syria, Lycia, and Sparta, Sumeria, and also in India and Tibet as an attribute of the goddess Tara. Macrobius says the lions are emblematic of the earth, mother of the gods. So the reason why they used the lion in the Lion King was because it's an animal, and understanding that it's the ruler of the jungle, right, or the king of the jungle, is a symbolic, metaphysical representation of you being your king of your jungle here on Earth, Lion King. So then you correlate all of the symbolic messages with Leo the lion, which is Leos tend to be leaders, and that just symbolically represents the leader inside of you leading yourself. So you don't have to be a Leo to tap into the Leo energy. Remember, all these zodiacal energies are up for grabs, and they're all part of you as well. So you're just tapping into them based off of maybe the alignment, the times of the day, and maybe the specific energies. Now, we've been doing some research. Shout out to the goddess Lindsay. She dropped a fire class on the Patreon dealing with the 13 and Mayan calendar and aligning with that 13 energy, which is essentially the real energy. You feel me? Because really, the 13 is just what you'll say the one, or the 12 zodiacs and Jesus. So Jesus is just still part of that 12, which is the one, which is the middle point. But so what they did was bastardize this calendar, this Gregorian calendar, by putting in 12 months, and now our clock is kind of out of rhythm, out of whack. So the people that's not going by the clock, right, and just going by this symbolic representation of pictures alone, is going to be in alignment with spirit, because it's an energy inside of you. Instead of aligning with the stars, right, which is keeping you on earth, you got to push yourself into this Mayan calendar, which is the real thing, because it's supposed to be 28 days a month, right? That will equal 13 months. And then essentially what happens is, just based off of the menstrual cycle of the female, is where we get the new moon and full moon. So that'll be in alignment with their cycle of death and rebirth, the same thing, right? So I did a build on that on the Patreon one day about what was it called? It was called menstrual magic or something like that. I'm gonna find it and post it again. But essentially that's the real tuning of this thing, because the goddesses are really the rulers of the earth, if you don't know. And they're actually the ones that's are the symbolic representation of what you want to strive for. Now, I'm not saying that look at a goddess and strive for that, like Sexy Red or Sukiana. I'm saying like their particular archetypal energy, the female is intuitively supposed to be in alignment. So not a particular female, just the idea of feminine energy, which is magic, which is mama magic. So in that book, All Women Are Psychics, they explain that heavy, because a lot of times when somebody say female, they'll look at a woman instead of just the female representation of that energy. You feel me? So it says lions were found extensively in the Middle East, Palestine, and Egypt in ancient times. They were trained to help in hunting. Lion hunting was practiced in Babylonia and Assyria. In Egypt, in the 3rd century BC, a procession in honor of Dionysus had 24 lions along with leopards and cheetahs. Ramses II had a tame lion accompanying him into battle. Potra says the lions was worshipped by the Egyptians, who ornamented their doors with the gaping mouth of the animal, because the Nile began to rise when the sun was in Leo. Chaos in the blood, baby. Lionsgate is here, baby. So the Egyptians was already practicing this Lionsgate, this serious time, rising time. So if your ancient ancestors was practicing it, who the fuck are you? Chaos in the blood, baby. All right, let me see if y'all got any questions. What y'all got? Let me see. Fasting to take date exact energy to another level. Yeah, fasting is going to be powerful too, Amun Ra. So that's cool. You know what I'm saying? If you want to tap into the fast right now, that'll give you a lot more channels and downloads as well. You feel me? Super Saiyan said he's fasting right now. That's cool. Yep. And that's going to help you tap into that pineal activation energy for real. Big 13. Yep. Titus. What do you know about the 13 zodiac officius? Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. They're just making shit up now. What I just explained was the Mayan calendar is the real deal. So they're trying. So what happens is all this information keeps on getting bastardized, and they're trying to move into a different space of uh confusing people, right? So there's supposed to be 13 months in the year, and it'll line up perfectly with the 28 days, right? So the movie 28 days later, right? They're trying to, that's why they have the short month February, 28 days. But essentially what they're doing is explaining that melanated people, right, with the 28 days is an alignment with uh uh, uh, moving into their monster state. So, as a monstars, you are essentially not afraid to be you. You feel me? You're being your natural self. So, your monstrous to this world is based off of you being trapped in the matrix. So you being an upstanding citizen is going to be monstrous to a nigga like, or it's going to be different. You're going to look at me like a monster. You feel me? Because I'm doing my natural divine thing. So you're like, damn, that's a monster based off of you being trapped in the matrix. So, you know, you see me on YouTube, I'm cussing, I'm doing my thing, I'm just being my expressive true self. That can be looked at as monstrous to niggas because they stuck in the matrix or the morality of the world, which is not real, which is part of the program system of the matrix. So me blending my shadow self, right? Merging my shadow self with my higher self is me just simply saying like, nigga, I'm one and I'm here to wreak havoc in this bitch. So that's, you know, in a lot of times in my consultations, right, I'm making amends with some of the gods because they having a problem with the morality and in their shadow self. Like they still want to fuck hoes, but they want to be a husband and shit. So then I explain to them like, look, nigga, you're gonna have to either make amends with that fucking hoes aspect of you, right? Because that's your just shadow want to come out and play, or you're gonna have to fall deeply in love with your goddess and say, look, nigga, this is what it is, and be truthful with her so you can explain that shadow aspect and you can be your true divine self. So that shadow aspect, because I was explaining this to one of the guys, that shadow aspect has to emerge with your true self in order for you to be authentic in this bitch. You can't be your true self by you just playing Mr. Good Guy or, you know, Mr. Morale, or just being, you know, so holier than thou or whatever, trying to be the church nigga. This is not church. We have Sunday service on churches in the body, churches in the mind, right? We have Sunday service on the Patreon where we go into deep meditations. You feel me? We go into these visualization acts. But essentially, we're doing all kind of meditation. See, look, I'm just being real. Everybody else gonna play this cute Benedict spiritualist thing, right, with the morality thing, and I'm being real with the energy. Nigga, you like ass, nigga, so visualize some ass. What? All right. Hey, okay. Say, all right, bet. Don't do it then. I'm just telling you what it is, nigga. You know what you like. So tap into your energy. We did a whole visualization on getting some ass in the Patreon. You think I'm sitting here playing with these people? I'm being real. Like, look, nigga, come on, go ahead, get you some head, everything, boy. It's going down in the astral. This is what you like, baby. See, we talking about turning on the energies inside of you and transmuting them particular energies so you can move on with your rhythm. You used to jack off as a kid. You didn't have no cell phones. You had that little girl in your class that you liked. Pause. You had that girl in the class that you liked when you was in 6th grade. You was like, oh shit, it's going down. Damn. Locking your door and shit. Your mama knocking on the door. Your mama knocking on your door. Crazy. Kareem, come out. Kareem. I'm coming. You been in there too long, boy. You running up my hot water. What you doing in there? Then now your mama knocking on the door. You trying to get your nut off. Now you can't even get it off because your mama is messing up your visualization. Now your mama done creeped in your visualization. You're like, ah, damn. Fuck. All right, here I come. Hey, you know I ain't lying. What was that? That's the childlike spirit. So now you holier than thou because you know, nigga, quit playing with me, boy. We know what time it is. You try to see, that's that Christian thinking aspect. I got nothing but tantric sex books in here. These white people are going off. They used to have orgies in ancient Egypt and go for theirs like crazy because they knew the power of sex. So when you are stuck in that Christian motif, that religious motif mindset, then essentially you're stuck or trapped in the matrix because you're not looking at the world for what it is. You're looking at it from a moral lens where these other people are running the gambit. Look at these look at these young niggas, these rappers and shit. They don't give a fuck, boy. They like, nigga, I'm about to do me on this earth. Now they do it to the extreme of the root chakra and then they kill themselves off. But let me give you a great example. Sexy Red. You can see in her demeanor, she don't give no fuck. Yes, she's programming the world, but I'm saying in her world, in her specific frequency, she like, shit, I'm living a dream. So now, as you playing Mr. Morale and you being holier than thou, it don't got nothing to do with what we talking about over here, which is the spiritual kung fu, which is the spiritual science, which is the spiritual sauce of getting into your true self and getting into the work. Nigga, we don't do this. Ain't no goddamn Christian mingle in this bitch. Do I look Christian to you? You see my shirt? Nigga, me and Will be talking about all kind of strange shit. So that's what I'm saying. We gotta remove ourselves from the notion. Look at what Donald Trump just did. This nigga just pulled off a big ass whatever play because he don't give a fuck. You think nigga gonna be like, oh, 100 years from now, yeah, man, they tried to assassinate Trump. Yeah, that shit was fake, and they be emotional about it. Niggas don't give one fuck about what y'all talking about, boy. Because when he becomes the president, or vice versa, the powers that be put Kamala in the presidency. Y'all heard that Kamala video? She said, what she said? Yeah, man. I was hearing in the streets. I said, oh, God damn. She said, yeah, man, I had my ear onto the streets. And I was like, damn, she tripping in this hole. She was tripping when she said that bitch. But that shit might work for a few people in the underworld that you don't even know. Oh, yeah, she just like us. Oh, that's my bitch. Yeah, so then they go out and vote. And now, shit, the game has been ran. Hey, chaos in the blood, baby. It's going down. So, yeah, babe, that's what she said. Out here in these streets. She said, I'm out here in these streets. God damn. Hey, nigga, everybody got to get that clip. I'm out here in these streets, baby. It's going down. That's some spiritual kung fu for your ass, boy. I can't believe she did that. And then used what's the goddess name? The black stereotype goddess, right? That was in Baby Boy, to bring forth that certain energy, Taraji P. Henson, to bring forth them melanated goddesses that's in the grind and in these streets, baby. Chaos in the blood. Hey, this is warfare, baby. Trump and Kamala, this shit about to be an entertaining show for your ass, boy. See, as an observer, I can watch it and be like, oh, that's okay. I see what's happening. See, if you too drawn, if you too emotional or whatever the fuck y'all niggas be, so like, who gives a fuck? Just watch the show. It's a show. You don't be so, man, fuck that bitch, Kamala. What is wrong with you? Calm down. I hate Trump. Okay, wait a minute. You putting too much emotions into this bitch. Y'all tripping in this hole. Y'all gotta relax and remove yourself from the whole game and just watch the game. Observe the game being played. You feel me? That's it. You don't got no fight or no dog in this race. You're just watching because you want to see what happens. And then while you're watching, you're doing your divine God thing because that's your sovereign God right. Your sub family, I love and appreciate y'all. Look, Lionsgate Pineal Activation Workshop happening on the Patreon. Patreon family, I'll see y'all there. Also, I got a 7 God lecture dropping in about 2 hours. So turn up and turn on with the family. Hey, y'all like this video up. Like this video up. Share this thing up. And I'll see y'all soon. Peace to the gods.